Our goal was to be a clean printing plant. There's not a lot of printing plants in the U.S. that are not hazardous waste producers because of the inks and stuff we have. And the state of Ohio has certified us as a non-hazardous waste producer. The only problem we had was chemistry for the plates that we were flushing. And we had to eliminate that. And we went to Kodak, said, we got this plate, this processless plate, the new plate that we're looking at, and we need to eliminate this chemistry. Where are you guys going? And they said, well, we got the plate, but we can't do large format like you guys. And we said, well, we got to work together on this. We got to do something. And today we're doing it. We looked at the availabilities within the marketplace from your competitors. They weren't there, and they couldn't give me a date or a time and say, yes, we're going to do this. We'll put in other equipment for you. I don't want the other equipment. I didn't want the expense. We knew that there was nobody else in the country going into the wide format, so we said, let's do this together, and they were open to that, but we had to develop the plate and equipment to make it. So we went to Kodak, and Kodak was all over it. Looking at it from my perspective, constantly doing maintenance on the processor, constantly having that expense there, and we looked at it saying, there's some costs here that we can save. All right, as Phil and I talked and went and started reviewing the numbers and looking at the process itself, and we sat down with Kodak saying, this is what we can eliminate, not only chemistry, but equipment, electricity for the ovens, which is not cheap. We knew those costs were potentially savings were going to be there. And then the speed of processing, okay, from the whole front end of the whole package with the Printergy and how Phil processes that. I was looking at well over $500,000 in savings, at least, okay, and that was with labor as well as efficiencies within the product, chemistry, and electricity, that type of stuff. So I mean, it was at least $500,000. That was my bogey for that one department to get $500,000 out of there.
It's dramatic not to have to deal with the chemistry, somebody carrying the chemistry, have to worry about inventorying the chemistry, not only the paying for it, plus then the disposal of chemistry and the EPA. That's dramatic in itself. Like I say, the operators, it's almost like hitting a button for your desktop printer now. They send the file, they go pick up the plate, they give it to the press room. I mean, it's very seamless. Our waste expectations really was that they were going to go up with the new process. And we monitored that really close, and they didn't. They actually had stayed the same. And we're within 1% out on the press room when we did the changeover. And that was just phenomenal to stay that low. The Kodak service is, I'd have to say, second to none. It is not uncommon for us to place a service call because we are having a problem, get a response within an hour, and have it either masked or fixed even over the phone within a few hours. A technician coming in the next day. We've had return calls from people in Germany or out of the other countries, and it's like there's always somebody to respond and take care of it. We've had no service issues whatsoever. They're on top of it.